Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Welcome to your mid-June Oracle and Tarot reading. My name is Tessa and you are watching my channel. I hope you guys can hear me. That's the first thing I'm going to say. It's not as noisy as it was when I was filming yesterday because I was closer to downtown. And it's like the closer that you are, I guess, we're technically still in the city, but I'm a little bit further north. And there's always like boats and helicopters, so like yesterday when I was filming there was a lot of noise, and I think the only thing you're really going to hear is like cars and waves. But such a gorgeous day outside. I am so glad that I decided to come back outside to finish these mid-June readings because it's just so nice. And I found some really cute rocky areas to like kind of nestle myself in so I can film. It is a little tricky though, and I'm taking some big risks here for you guys because I keep looking at myself. I need to start looking at that little dot right there. This is the Windy City, and these rocks are, you know, not stable. We're right by the water, so like my cards, I'm kind of like praying to God that everything is going to go okay and nothing is going to blow away. I'm trying to keep an eye on them, but they are in a place that is out of my view. And there's a bug on my screen. Lovely. Hopefully he'll fly away. You can't see the bug, but it looks like it's in my hair and on my face. But anyway, yeah, this is your mid-June reading. Definitely wanted to do something a little bit fun and different. Okay, the bugs flew away. Yeah, so I'm in kind of like an awkward position because, rocks are not exactly like straight. They're diagonal. But I tried to do my best to find a good rock and between a rock and a hard place. That's a saying, isn't it? Between a rock and a hard place. Anyway, I did my best to find a good spot. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, yeah, general reading, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Pretty straightforward. It's not going to be as long as most of my videos. Just general spiritual guidance readings. I'm using two different oracle decks that I haven't used on my channel before, so I'm probably going to read the description in the book and give you my own personal insight into the cards. Yeah, so I don't know. I like what it says in the book, so I want to read from the book. Okay, and I am using the influence of the Angels Tarot, so we are going to pull tarot cards as well. So with that being said, I'm going to get started with the first oracle deck. It's called Oracle of Mystical Moments. Oracle of Mystical Moments. Okay, so what is going on with you guys? There is some kind of advertisement flying. I wonder if you guys are going to see it. It's not a helicopter. It's one of those like funny looking planes that moves really slow with the big banners sticking out of their ass. So let's see what's going on for you guys for mid-June. What is up with my Aries people for mid-June? What does Aries need to know for mid-June? Messages for Aries mid-June. Messages for Aries mid-June. Messages for Aries mid-June. If you can see this thing flying behind me, you can't see it. It's too high. But I was going to be like, that is not my advertisement. I was not asked. That would be so that would be so funny if somebody was like, are you part of that? No. Can you just imagine, like, oh, I'm doing a tarot video on Lake Michigan. Can you guys fly a banner above my head? What? I don't even know what it says. It says, do you like saving money? It's a Geico advertisement. You guys know Geico, right? Who doesn't know the Gecko? Geico. Geico the Gecko. Alright, let's see what we got here for you, Aries. I'm going to pull one card to get started. I'm hesitant to wait until a card flips out because I really don't want to lose cards in between these rocks because I'm afraid of sticking my hand down in between these rocks and, I don't know, catching something weird. You never know. Okay, we have Home in the Sky. Isn't it kind of funny how we got Home in the Sky, and I was just talking about this plane that was flying over my head with a giant advertisement, Home in the Sky. What do you think that means? Well, we're going to find out, but that's really interesting to me. So the way that I'm initially thinking about this is like, oh my God, like, I don't know, like if you can really, if you can think of the most outrageous possibility for your life, like whatever you can create and imagine for yourself in your dreams, like what would it be, you know? That's kind of what I was thinking about that. And, let me see here. Home in the sky, wanderlust, adventure, safe haven. Up in the sky, we see a floating neighborhood of houses carried by balloons. Birds peek out through the windows. In this card, there are elements of a journey, symbolized by the sky, birds, and balloons. But there are also houses, which suggest home, security, and stability. These birds have the best of both worlds. They can travel a big distance without losing their home. They are free to seek new experiences without worry. Home truly is where your heart is. Okay, so if you have been like, okay, so maybe you've been contemplating what a life would be like on the road, right? Maybe doing something different, or what life would be like, you know, if you, I don't know, like maybe if you like traveled for a living, or if you, something that has to do with travel, something that has to do with wandering and kind of creating a life based off of that, whether it's moving from place to place or just traveling from place to place for work. It has something to do with kind of, and you know, when I think of home in the sky, I kind of think of like flight attendants, and I think of people who, you know, choose to make, you know, who become pilots, or people who choose to make that a really, really big part of their life. Like their home is on the plane, or their home is kind of in the sky, more or less. Like they're always flying from place to place. So if you are an individual, and like I said, like this is not going to resonate with everybody, but if you are an individual who perhaps you are looking to kind of expand your possibilities a little bit more in reference to your job or your home, this is obviously the place to start, right? Thinking about how you can like travel, or how you can become a little bit more free with yourself, and make yourself more available to different places in the world, and make yourself more available, you know, with us currently being in Gemini season, and Gemini is ruled by air, you know, it's kind of like, how can you bring your ideas and your creativity and the possibilities that you carry within you into this other realm, where you can actually make it possible, right? All right, so let's pull some tarot cards using influence of the angels. There are some really big ants around here, I just want to say. All right. Okay, so for the first tarot card, we have the moon. Okay, this is Pisces energy. Okay, so this is going to require some reflecting. Okay, this is going to require some deeper reflecting about what will truly make you feel free and how you can get there. Okay, this is going to be, it's going to be really, really important for you to be honest with yourself. The universe does have your back. We did get a major arcana card, the moon. They have your back, but they definitely want you to dig deeper and to really reflect on this, and to really see, and to be honest with yourself, and to see what it is your heart truly wants, and what it is you truly desire. Where is it that you want to be? Like, what is calling to you? And even if you're not trying to change your life completely, maybe you're thinking about traveling somewhere and you just don't know where. You know, you're just not sure where yet. And I feel like the universe kind of wants you to follow your intuition on this, you know, because wherever you choose to go could open up new possibilities. It could open up new doors that you never dreamed of, you know. So they really want you to not just kind of make a decision just like spontaneously, like you probably normally would, like, oh, let's just go here. Like they really want you to look deeper and to look further, and to really tap into your intuition about what it is you're drawn to, what is your soul calling out. And then
if you are going to go travel somewhere, even for a short term, just to see what it's like, to follow that, to follow your soul's kind of desire and calling to maybe immerse yourself in a certain environment or to get to know a completely different territory. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm getting there. And then we have the Hangman. This is Neptune energy, so more of that Piscean stuff. Jupiter is currently in Pisces. Neptune is currently in Pisces. I believe Neptune is going retrograde later this month, and I believe Jupiter is currently in retrograde in Pisces. But this is a bit of like a stuck energy. Don't overthink it, because like really just try to tune into your intuition. This Hangman energy is not like a bad energy, but it can be if like you end up laying around and you don't actually take action, okay? Because this is a very spiritual energy, but it's also about looking at things from different perspective. It's about kind of contemplation and discernment, and really kind of trying to almost like taking a pause from your spiritual path so you can figure out your spiritual path. I know it sounds completely contradictory, but it's kind of not, you know, because even when you are on a certain spiritual path, like even when you do feel like you are on the right path and you've made this decision, sometimes it is good to just kind of stop and reflect and just start to look at things from different perspectives, just to kind of see if you can get some more information about the path that you're on. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's okay to think that you're on the right path, and then to come to a standpoint and then to start to get confused and be like, well, am I? You know, and then you start questioning yourself, like, well, am I really on the right path? Like, what if I'm not? Like, I thought I was, but now I don't know anymore. That's totally normal. That's actually the whole point of a spiritual path, is to come across questions and obstacles, and then to challenge yourself to see how, you know, if you can really stay true to yourself from beginning to end, and you can remain honest with yourself every single step of the way, even if that means changing course. It's all about being honest. And if you're able to adapt in a way to where you are not deceiving yourself and being honest, then you are on your spiritual path. It doesn't matter if you change direction. You're still on it. Okay, for the final tarot card, we have the Nine of Swords. This represents Gemini. This is Mars in Gemini. So this does talk about some anxiety, some worry. I feel like, I don't know, maybe after this video, you're really going to start overthinking things. Or, you know, you're really going to start overthinking and contemplating, like, all the decisions you've made in your life up until this point. Were they the right decisions? Just be careful, because this energy has a lot to do with anxiety, worry, stress, insomnia, like not being able to sleep. I haven't been able to sleep. Like I set off on a new journey about a year ago, and you know, like I've been having a hard time sleeping lately too, like wondering, you know, sometimes I'm up at night late wondering if I'm doing the right thing, and sometimes I think of these other things that I could be doing that would make me feel like those are the right things to do, but then I question myself because I don't know. It's like, then I start wondering, well, if I do this, will the other person appreciate it? Because like a lot of my spiritual path has a lot to do with like other individuals and the types of relationships I've had with other individuals. Like sometimes that is a big part of our spiritual path too, especially if you have falling out with people, especially if you know, things don't really go as planned, or you end up really disappointed about something. And the Nine of Swords does talk about disappointment. It talks about like regret and thinking about things that have happened in the past that maybe you feel like you're starting to see how maybe things went wrong, or what role you played that was wrong, and it's like maybe you walked away from something and now you want to go back to it. So this is definitely can be a very you know, oh my god, get away, go away. They're like, give me a tarot reading. So this can definitely be a very contemplative, very kind of stressed out energy, but don't worry about it, you'll get through it. I believe in you, Aries. It's just a matter of, you know, taking deep breaths. I take melatonin, so if you are having trouble sleeping, stick to vitamins. I was like
so against taking stuff to go to sleep for a really long time. I didn't want to take like medication or anything like that because I really had a hard time sleeping for a long time, and I ended up going to a doctor about it, and they told me to take melatonin, and I always knew about melatonin, but for some reason I just never tried it because I'm stubborn. I'm fucking stubborn, and I was like, you know, like, well, I would just rather follow the natural rhythm of my body, you know, but after a while of not getting like any sleep, you're just like, god damn it. But it's just being stubborn. It's just being stubborn. But anyway, so I started taking melatonin, and I have been feeling so much better. Like I'm actually getting like good sleep. I'm getting good sleep. Like there are some nights that I'm up and I can't sleep, but for the most part, I'm getting good sleep. Aries, you guys might be the only zodiac sign that I film on this rock. I might have to switch rocks, just because it's kind of like cramping my back, because it's like crooked, you know? And like, it's so far, like when I stop this video, I have to leap a quarter of a mile. Okay, let's pull this final oracle card to wrap up the reading. Final messages for Aries. Maybe I'll go to this cemetery across the street. I'm right across the street from a really, really famous and popular Catholic cemetery. It's like right by the lake. I don't even know what it's called. I've lived in Chicago my whole life. And, okay, let's see. We have 𝚘𝚘�ษ, the radiant Lord, wisdom, paternalism, and kindness. Okay. 𝚘𝚘�ษ. Let's read this. 𝚘𝚘�ษ, the radiant Lord, a shining God of wisdom and kindness. 𝚘𝚘�ษ and the court of the Elohim represent the inclination towards good in mortals and in Mausolea. As such, he is the balance of Abaddon and has the respect and awe of all, including the other gods. In 𝚘𝚘�ษ, find the beneficial aspects of the devoted father figure, a source to turn to when seeking the most correct and wisest course in any proposed action. Okay, so immediately what I got from reading that was like, if you find yourself stuck, and you really, because you did get like some pretty, you know, I wouldn't say like heavy cards, but you did get some cards that can lead you towards maybe feeling a little stuck and not knowing what to do. So what I got from this message and pulling this card is basically like, when you really truly can't figure it out and you really don't know what direction to take or what decision to make, try to channel like a father figure. Like, what would your father do? Or what would you do if you were a father? Or if you are a father, think about what you would do for your children, you know, like kind of try to channel that like paternal, that more masculine paternal instinct of, you know, trying to create like security for yourself through your wisdom and through your experiences and through what you have lived through so far. So that is the message that I have for you, Aries. I really, really, that's the message, okay? I hope this helps. These bugs are starting to like, oh my god. I have to come closer to grab my computer. But anyway, sorry, I keep looking at the wrong part of my screen. But that's your message for mid-June. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. I really hope it helped. Let me know. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.